forgot to share with you the absolute most important lesson I learned for Junior Olympics this year. That lesson is this. It has the initials DNS. What is DNS? So let me tell you a little thing that happened. So during a time of the Olympics, my daughter qualified for the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and the 400-meter dash. So during the time, she had to work through some injuries to her leg. So it was heartbreaking to her that she was not able to run the 100-meter dash. So guess what happened? When you are not able to run, there is a sign on the board. When it's time for your time to come on, it says DNS, which means that person did not start. Okay, so that was the first time that has ever happened. And when she saw that, it was like, it was a moment. For me, it was a moment. Not because of the Olympic, but also for me, it was like a clear vision just came to my head. Something that was so much more important than the game of Olympics. That was do not start, or it could also be interpreted did not show. Okay, it means did not start, but it can also be interpreted to me as did not show. So at that moment, God spoke to me. He said, this is just the game of Junior Olympics. What about if this was the case for your life, that you did not start or did not show up for your life, for your purpose? At that day when God calls your name in heaven, or at the moment where this life is over, it is a question to ask ourselves. Did I show up for my life? Did I even start what God's purpose was? Did I even find out? Or did I live a life out of my own making? Did I live a life out of my own, what I thought? Didn't ask God anything? Didn't even seek Him? Or did I even show up for my life? Not the one that I came up with, but the one that God had in mind. So it was a moment. DNS. Did not start or did not show. So the question for you and I today, are you showing up for your life? Are you showing up for your purpose? Are you showing up for the life, the purpose that God has in mind? Not that you have in mind, but that God has in mind. So that was the greatest lesson that I learned in Junior Olympics this year. That I don't want to be guilty of not showing up. Yes, there may be good reasons, of course, for the Olympians, for the athletes. DNS, meant they may have had an injury, as was the case for my daughter. There may be other reasons, legitimate reasons. But when it comes to eternity, there are no legitimate reasons. There are no reasons that important for us to be said of that we did not start or did not show. So food for thought for all of us. Are we showing up? Are we living the life that we are supposed to be living, that we are called to live? Because at the end of the day, only what we do for Christ will last. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters in this life except for our relationship with Jesus Christ and the life that we live unto Him for His glory. That's all that matters. I had to think about that for a second. So I want you to think about that too. So that is my greatest lesson for Junior Olympics 2021. Talk to you later. Be blessed. Let's go on and live our life with a purpose. The purpose that God has in mind for us. Bye.